What's up, y'all? I just wanted to tap in real quick and I'm open up a dialogue about something that's been on my mind and my heart for a little while now. Something that's, a reality, but nobody talks about it. People don't mention it. The bottom line is, all these kids that are working hard, training, playing AAU, all that kind of stuff, chasing the dream. Everybody's not going to get a Division I scholarship. Everybody's not going to get a Division II scholarship, Division III, or whatever the situation is. A lot of them are not going to play college basketball, period. And a lot of times what happens is, the depression sets in, the mental health piece of kids comparing themselves to their peers. Oh, my buddy's getting all these offers. He's announcing all this stuff on social media and this and that, but I'm not getting no traction in this and that. And a lot of our kids are really going through things mentally. And, not getting the attention that some of their peers are getting. So the bottom line is this, years ago, when I was in, elementary school, middle school, high school, we did so many different things. We didn't have all of our eggs in one basket regarding a profession or what we wanted to be or whatever. I played the violin, the viola, the French horn in middle school and elementary school and middle school. Tons of my homies that were, a little rough around the edges, A lot of my homies was in the chorus, Guys sang. I had tons of, homies who did artwork, who can draw. We had dancers in the neighborhood, little entrepreneurs, guys that were, had little businesses, little things going on, So there were a lot of other things and a lot of other talents and gifts that we were tapped into, track and field, baseball, soccer, football, all that kind of stuff. Kids growing up, in the 80s and beyond that, 90s and all that weren't just one trick ponies. You had some elite guys that's all they did, obviously, and that's the direction that their life were taking them. But even outside of that, just focusing on your education, having an educational goal. The reality is at some point, the ball is going to stop bouncing, whether it's, in the future after a long career or sooner. With, something else that you may be, another card you may be dealt. But the bottom line is the ball is going to stop bouncing, whether you like it or not, whether it's something that, was a part of your plan or not. So what are you going to do when things don't work out, or things don't go according to plan? And my question to a lot of young people these days is, outside of this basketball that you're dribbling, who are you? What's your identity? Who are you? Who are you outside of this basketball? If you couldn't play basketball another day, what would you have left? Who do you want to be? What's your legacy? What do you want to be known as? Is that it? Are you just a basketball player and that's it? Or you have these other talents? And a lot of kids that I talk to these days, quite a few of them. And it's a sad commentary when I say, kids may say, oh yeah, I used to draw, or I used to do this, or I used to play this other sport. I used to play an instrument, but I kind of gave it up because all I do is train and do basketball. Well, listen, your reality is you didn't have to give up one thing for another. You know how much downtime you be having when kids be at Spooky Nook between games. You could easily be over in the corner with your art, with your little sketch pad, still keeping your skills sharp and all that kind of stuff. It's tons of kids that have gotten involved with things like graphic arts, doing graphics for people. A lot of kids are picking up the cameras these days, editing, doing apparel, printing, doing silk screen, all that kind of stuff. It's tons of different things for kids to invest themselves in and be successful with, so that in the event that basketball doesn't work out or things don't totally go according to plan, sooner rather than later, possibly, kids may not feel like a failure. If you have a whole bunch of different things and you're diverse and you have a whole bunch of things that give you joy and give you peace and give you happiness, in the event that you go through a tough time or any type of adversity with basketball or whatever the sport may be, I'm just talking about basketball now, but I'm talking about football or anything like that. If you're, versatile in your approach to life and the gifts and the skills that God gave you, in the event that something doesn't work out, of course, it's going to be tough, but you'll get through it because you have so many other things that are keeping you afloat and that are giving you a purpose in this life. So, ask yourselves this question. Parents, ask your child this tonight. Kids, as you're watching this video and listening, hopefully you're listening, ask yourself, outside of basketball, who am I? Peace.